Hi. Obviously, this is another week where I talk about dating and Starbucks guys and bullshit. But before I did that, I feel like it is irresponsible of me, even though I do not have as big a platform as other people. I still get a couple hundred views weekly and I have followers who watch this, but I feel irresponsible not talking about what's going on. And I know that a lot of you, especially the people that I follow, are staying engaged and aware with everything that has been happening since George Floyd and everything that's been going on continually in the world that now has been turning into protests and more activism, but also the awakening of more terrifying white supremacists. But I just want to say that if you haven't had a chance to donate or you don't know who to donate to, here are some places. I've put linked in the comment section, which I'll leave there instead of my YouTube video. I'm also going to put some articles that white people can read about what you can do and how to be a better ally and how to go past just donating and sharing stuff in your stories. Also something about safely protesting. And if you haven't had the chance to read any of those things or donate, I urge you to not watch the rest of this video and to go read and educate yourself and donate, because I will be here every week talking about penises and sex and dating. I'm gonna do that every week for a year. That was my promise. But right now it feels really irresponsible of me to not ask you to go educate yourselves and to learn about what's going on. And if you're not outraged, then you don't really know what's going on, because everything that's going on right now is despicable and has been going on for years. And now I feel like we're at a point where not only has it been going on, but the administration has heightened it, and we can't trust really anyone but each other, and we need to look out for each other. And if you are a person who is upset and outraged and feels like what's going on is wrong, you need to use your voice, because especially if you're white. And I just urge you to log off this video and donate and look up what you can do. Look up protests, look up how to protest safely. Look up what you can do to be a white protester at these Black Lives Matters protests, because it's not about you. But yeah, I just felt like it was my responsibility to do that before I give you this video. But this comes first, so stay safe. I'm working hard to educate myself, so it's no one's job to educate you, but it's especially not Black people's jobs to educate you. So any questions you have, I'm doing my best to educate myself so I can educate you as well. Here are some of the best articles and places to donate I found. So go be safe and do what needs to be done. Now on to the less important content. So let me catch you up. Here's the deal. I have a crush on a Starbucks guy that has dry hands that works at the one in Milford. I just posted that, saying that I had a crush on him. Somebody responded to my comment saying this: I didn't interact. Today I pull up to get my Starbucks, and let's just say he knows. He knows. He 100% knows. I think he knows. I pull up and he was like, "Good morning." And I was like, ugh. And I played it cool. I was like, with my mask on, "Good morning." And then he was like, "How are you?" And I was like, "I'm good. How are you?" And he was like, "I'm very good." And he was like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody back there at Starbucks thinks they've got this whole thing going, and here I am alone in my car, so vulnerable, while they're all talking about me. And granted, I should not be shocked that I put a video on the internet for all to see, talking about a very specific person in a very specific location in a very specific town, and somehow they find out. I shouldn't be shocked, but I am. But what you really don't know, what they really don't know, I have a crush on both the guys that work there.
I like cash in my hair to my ass.
Now granted, it's unfair for me to have all of them fall in love with me, considering come August I will probably be back in New York. But August is very far away. One of them fulfills, I don't know if he's Italian, but he fulfills my Italian guy with an earring look. And one of them fulfills my cool, mysterious coffee guy look. If only they were one. But here's the thing. I don't know anything about both of them, and I haven't seen either of their mouths, because even though that girl knows who it is and she's able to tell him it's me, I still don't know who they are. I don't know their names. I don't know if they have cool zodiac signs. I don't know if they even like women. But anyway, lots of assumptions to be made by me. Do I switch Starbucks? What's our next step? Here's my next step. If one of the Starbucks boys, now they really know who they are, both of them, will they fight over me? I can only pray. I'm sorry. I don't like violence. If you watch this, and if you want me to know you've watched this, I won't make a big deal, but next time I'm there, just write something on the cup. Nothing even sexy, just write the word cup or I subscribed. Please subscribe. If you don't write anything on the cup, I'll know that neither of the boys have watched. If you do write something on the cup, I'll know you watched and you want to marry me. Anyway, that's what you missed. Anyway, let's talk bullshit. A couple weeks ago I did a video about like the stuff we just cannot tolerate. Bullshit. Men I'm dating or when I'm hooking up. But obviously the dating world has changed since we last talked. Let's be real. The worst part of dating is that beginning part where you're messaging and the only thing you know about them is kind of what they look like and what they choose to put on their profile. And you're trying to be yourself and feel it out, but you're also trying to like give a good impression and seem flirty and cool. It's very hard because like after a couple dates or when you're dating someone, at least hopefully, you don't really have to think about everything you're gonna say or you know what I mean? Like you know each other, you know how each other talks, right? That beginning part, it kind of sucks because you're trying to be yourself, but you're also trying to be someone they will like and tell them that you're like, you know, you're on the same playing field, but you're also trying to seem like flirty and sexy and cool. It's like, it's a whole game. But now, because of everything going on, that stage is much longer. And until we get to sexting, which I've already done a video on, and I'm realizing that there's a lot of bullshit in that feels like if we were planning on going on a date, I'd probably look over it. But now I'm not looking over it. Absolutely not. Because I'm FaceTiming you at my mom's home, let me reiterate. And I can't just be having calls when there are all these red flags. For example, this one guy, he would only message after 2 a.m. And let me say, he was bald. So I was like, maybe he's in a different time zone. Nope, he's not. And then he wouldn't text during the day. He would wait until 2 a.m. Isn't that weird? Isn't that bullshit? And if I would text him during the day, he would not get back to me until like 1, 2 a.m. I have to pull an all-nighter just to get to know this bald guy? Yeah, right. Obviously, you know, I'll play the game. I'll stay up late while we're getting to know each other. But like every time, this one guy told me that he went and watched all my YouTube videos before messaging me. Like he found me, we matched. Then he watched my videos, which is nice. Thank you. But then like gave me his opinion and criticism on him and didn't even get to know me. And here's the thing. This is who I am all the time. That was lazy. That was half-hearted. That was disrespectful. I just need maybe 10 seconds. You know I'm out of control these days. 20 seconds. Just say, I am Kyle and I love working with you. But it's also like, I don't like the idea that that's your first impression of me and we didn't get to do that. That's bullshit. I want to do a little talking. I want to do a little messaging. And then I want to break it to you that unfortunately I have a YouTube channel. I do have a channel and it's not even super successful. You know, I don't need that being our first impression. Another thing that's bullshit is the first message is about Snapchat. So first things first, I don't have Snapchat. I'm glad I don't have it because now I can just say I don't have it and you can't add me on Snapchat. And now I already know I don't want to talk to you because I think it's weird. We already have this platform to message and you want to talk on Snapchat. Because here's the thing, I look the way I look in my picture. I never really wear makeup, but you just want to make me do this game where I have to send you pictures, which means every time I'm comfy on the couch, I'm under the blanket, my hair's in a bun, I gotta sit up, I do a picture from like here, and then I gotta put a filter on it, and then I gotta what? Type, what's up? You know what another red flag is? Just off the top of my head, some other things that are bullshit. Lying about your age, it's very weird. We're messaging and then you confess to me that you're younger. It's also bullshit if you're mean to your parents. I'm just like not on board with that. It's bullshit if you like are rich. I just don't, you know, that's just, I don't really like the rich. I'm not rich, I've never been rich. I don't like the rich. It's bullshit if you're mean about my YouTube. Fuck you. It's bullshit if you're mean at all. Honestly, it's gonna sound weird, but it's bullshit when you have like really high quality photos. But it's bullshit if you only have blurry photos or if you have all the photos, you're in the same outfit. That's like, feels kind of like a bot. I have engaged with a couple bots on accident, not knowing they were bots, and I'm humiliated. That, for me, was the lowest. Anyway, the single spotlight is Rachel. Rachel and I went to college together, Pace Forever. I think we met our freshman year just when like everybody met each other, you know what I mean? And then I feel like I really got to know her our senior year. But here's what Rachel's looking for. She's looking for a tall, funny, liberal, Christian man to complement this tall, funny, liberal, Christian woman. Tall, funny, liberal Christian man to complement this tall, funny, liberal Christian woman. Is anyone impressed I memorized that? Red flags are not being able to cry, show emotion. What is her zodiac? She's either an earth sign who wants to help or she's a water sign who likes to feel. Oh, and not thinking women comedians are funny. So basically, if you don't like me, you shouldn't talk to Rachel. Can I say that? Also, if you start eating your food at a restaurant before I get mine, I will act like it's no big deal, but will probably not see you again. She loves working out, going on hikes, and petting strangers' dogs. But basically, you have to be vulnerable, you have to be hot and cute, you have to be fun. Anyway, Rachel's tall, hot, gorgeous, funny, easy to be around, and supportive. No matter who you are to her, she supports artists, and that's amazing. So let's get to stepping, Christian boys. Boom, heard it here first. Date Rachel. All right, closing remarks. So, Starbucks guys, you know what to do. I have submitted my plea, and I just want to say I live with my mom for the quarantine, but I actually live in New York just for those kind of embarrassing moments where I'm in her passenger seat. I don't want you to think that I'm a possible 16-year-old being driven around because I can't drive. Because I drive myself to that Starbucks most of the time, so it'd be alarming if I couldn't drive. Everyone that falls in any of those categories of the bullshit, clean it up, and feel free to tell me what's bullshit for you, and you'll be featured in the next bullshit challenge, or send me a video of you on Instagram. There's my Instagram. Of you telling me what's bullshit, and I'll put you in next week's video. Date Rachel. Oh, let's see if I remember it. It's been like 30 minutes. If you are a tall, funny, Christian, liberal man, then go for it. And I'm really bad at TikTok, so follow me, but if it doesn't last, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get better. I need to learn. I feel very old. And lastly, I really feel like the next step in my YouTube, but also my personal career, is working on a podcast or for a writing team, or but something more hands-on, where I'm involved with more content than big picture stuff, you know what I mean? And I was kind of excited about it, and I'm gonna be real, I'm worried that I didn't look hot enough in the video, and I know that they're just looking for talent, okay? I'm not trying to mean to Barstool, and you guys know I'm hot. I mean, Kyle, let's put up some pictures from my Instagram. I am hot, but I did not look very hot in that video. And let's be real, most of their audience is probably looking for a hottie to look at, and I am a hottie to look at, but in that video I did not look like a hottie to look at. So I guess if you really believe I should be on them, can you just flood their inbox with my videos? Anyway, comment, subscribe, do what you can to make me famous, do what you can to tell your friends about me, do what you can to date Rachel, do what you can, change the world. Yeah, if you take this week off to be more active and informed instead of watching my video, I'll get it.